Hello, I am Indiana Smith and welcome to my channel. Tonight's game is Blood on the Clocktower, Sects and Violets. Our host is Scuba Steve. Without further ado, let's get this adventure started.
Can
I
someone talk
am
about I feel like this happens a lot. Can someone talk about philosopher the relationship with Snake Charmer and that all that business that happens?
alrighty. I can go over that with you guys if you want while Scuba sets up the Grim. So basically, when the game gets set up, the philosopher has the philosopher token, and all of the other setups happen. So all the pluses and minuses for townsfolk, all of that happens, and the Grim is set. So if you've got a Fango in play, you've got an extra outsider. If you got a Vigor Mortis in play, you lose an outsider. That kind of things. Okay. Once the Grim is set, the first player first things they're going to do is they're going to visit the minions and the demon to tell each other who they are. That's it. They'll give the demon his bluffs. Then the very first player to act is the philosopher each night. And the philosopher has a choice of becoming any good character they want. If that character is in play, they are drunk, and the philosopher has the ability, but is still the philosopher. So, for example, to your question, if there's already a snake charmer in play and the philosopher chooses snake charmer, the philosopher gets the snake charmer ability, but the original snake charmer is drunk until the philosopher dies.
Oh, okay, so it's linked the drunkenness is linked to death. Oh,
Well, drunkenness is linked to the philosopher in particular. So if the pit hag were to hit the philosopher and change them into the barber, it frees up the original. So as long as the philosopher is alive and in play, the other is drunk.
okay.
But as soon as the philosopher stops to exist, it frees up the original
So
us.
it's possible to have a poisoned snake charmer and a drunk wait, never mind. Okay, got it.
Uh, it's not possible if the philosopher is poisoned for some reason, they can't change. Therefore,
Mhm.
the original snake charmer, if they aren't poisoned, would continue as normal. So let's say they're sitting beside the Nodashi, the philosopher, they try to choose and turn to the snake charmer. It fails. So they're still the philosopher, but they're not the snake charmer, even though they think they are.
Mm, okay.
Uh,
Thank you.
poison is funny. Poison negates mechanical abilities, but it's an either or for information, depending on what uh, what benefits evil, or at least what the ST thinks benefits evil at that point in time.
That's helpful. Thank you.
The other thing on this script that's also unusual is madness. I'm not sure how much you guys, if any of you, is there anybody who's not familiar with madness?
You should explain it.
Yeah, I would explain it.
All right. There's two kinds of madness on the script, but they work very similar. The first type of madness is simple. It's the mutant. They're an outsider. They, if they are ever mad or claim to be an outsider, they may be executed. This is the storyteller's choice. And again, it depends on situation. You might be executed because it benefits evil. You might not be executed because it benefits town too much via confirmation. The second type of madness is far more insidious, and it's put forth by the Serenovus. The Serenovus says, choose a player and choose a good character. That player is mad as that character until told otherwise. Okay? And so the real difference in this one is first off, when the mutant dies, the mutant's madness goes away. So once they are executed for madness, they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys, I was the mutant." Blah 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 blah. Fine. The Serenovus madness is different because it's still based on the alive Serenovus. So if you are made mad as the clockmaker and you say, "No, no, guys, I'm really the dreamer," and the storyteller kills you, then you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys, I'm the dreamer, but I dreamt so and so as this or this." The storyteller can, in fact, have everyone be asleep, wake everybody up, like let the night actions go through, wake everybody up, then say you're executed again, and do it again. Put everybody to sleep. The demon will get 2 kills. So depending on who's making you mad, depends on when you can break that madness. So if it comes to you in the night and says the Serenovus makes you mad as a clockmaker, do not, if you break that madness, don't do it again until morning arises or you're made mad as something different. Because if he says you're still mad at such and such a thing, if you continue to break that madness, it's a problem. For example, I think in our last game, somebody made the good twin mad as something.
Yep.
Locked his ass straight down because even if the good twin's dead, if they break madness and are executed, evil wins. It's a problem.
Yeah, no,
So,
they were made mad as the clockmaker, which I was, and they weren't.
yes. So that's the thing you got to know. Double claims in this aren't as nasty as double claims in TB. They can still be problematic. You might still have some suspicions, but it's not a direct indication of evil messing up bluffs or something. This could be Sero madness. This could be mutant madness. There are reasons. So,
Yeah.
if there's any other characters on the script, just let me know. I still don't see the link, but when I get there. Oh, there's a Vortox on the script. Are you guys familiar with Vortox?
If I understand right, they're pretty nasty.
So, the Vortox has 2 primary functions. They act like a normal demon, that's fine. Each night they'll pick somebody, they die. Wonderful. Then they got the first ability is all townsfolk information or all information is false. So everything you're told under a Vortox is a lie. It cannot be true no matter what. It is a lie. So, if you're the seamstress and you check 2 people and it says yes to the same alignment under a Vortox, that specifically means no, no, they're not, or vice versa. The other thing is with the Vortox is it has this pressure mechanic where it states if you end a day and no one's been executed, evil wins. So that doesn't mean the player has to die per se, but they must at least be executed. Although I don't think there's any way to prevent death here.
The thing
No,
is,
I don't.
good people can become bad if they're an outsider.
Yes, that's the other demon, the Fangu. They will add an outsider for starters. So in our game, we're starting with 2 outsiders. If we hear, what it means is outsiders aren't going to be outing themselves. Like in TB, if you're the recluse, you always just say, oh, I'm just the recluse, whatever. Here, you may not outside, you're the barber or the klutz, because if the Fangu jumps to you, and we think it's a Fangu game, you're next on our hit list. But the Fangu, the first outsider that they kill, instead the Fangu dies, and that player becomes the evil Fangu. This is a game state check, not a player check. And what I mean by that is, in a game, if a Fangu jumps, that's it. Another Fangu, a creation of another Fangu, the new Fangu. It doesn't matter if there's more Fangus; they can't jump again. For you who haven't played the script before, Clockmaker is similar to Chef, but it works in a much different manner. The Chef will tell you how many evil pairs there are in a game. So Skunk and Z-Wilk are sitting beside each other. If they're both evil, that would count as a 1. If one was a recluse, that could also maybe count as a 1. A Clockmaker counts steps. So if I'm the demon and Skunk is my closest minion, they would count the steps between me and Ethan 1, Ethan Sabonite 2, Sabonite Z-Wilk 3, Z-Wilk Skunk 4. The Clockmaker would get a 4.
To answer your question, Z, what you do is you go up to the top, click on the gear, then click on the drama masks, and that'll bring up the characters menu, and just click remove all.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sweet deal.
I should buy like the I'm not a big fan of this game franchise, but the Jack of Blades mask from Fable, the Fable 1. And just every time I'm evil, just theatrically bow if I win. I don't know why. I just had that idea.
Yeah, that is a good game.
The other character in here, new players might. The witch kill is not an execution, if that happens.
All right. Did anybody not receive a roll? Nope. Awesome. All right. Let's get this party started. Asps. Very dangerous. Indy, I am here to inform you that you receive a 4.
4. Copy that.
All right. Go get him. All right. Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. You know the drill. You've got 8 minutes. Go get him.
Anybody want to talk?
Yeah, Jade, I'll talk.
Gamblers Guild?
Sure.
I'll be in the artist studio if anyone wants to talk.
You wanna talk, Reaper?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Barbershop?
I'm going to head to the barber shop if anyone wants to talk. It's going. How about you?
Oh, doing pretty well. You got one of them nice blue tokens in front of you?
Yeah, you?
I do.
Good, good.
You want to do a 3 for 3 or anything?
I suppose I could do that.
All right. I am. Hang on just a second. Sorry. All right. I am either the juggler, the town crier, or an outsider. It's not quite a full 3 for 3, but.
Yeah, I'm either the artist, the philosopher, or the clockmaker.
If you are the artist, have you used your? Well, you obviously haven't. You haven't had a chance to talk. If you're the clockmaker, have you? What's your number?
Let's say 4.
Okay. All right. Anything else, or you think it's about time to head back to town?
You have anything to say to me?
Not really. I don't have too much. Yeah, all my rolls are not first night, so.
Yeah, if you're the juggler, you have something on the first day.
Yeah, but I haven't used it yet. I'll have to do that once we all get called back.
All right. I guess we'll hop on back into the town square, huh?
All right.
Hey, Lost, do you want to chat?
Sure, why not? Where you want to go?
Let's go to the pub.
Alrighty. You buying?
She left you behind.
Apache, you want to have a chat?
Sure.
All right, gamblers.
Yeah.
Uh, hmm.
Ethan, like to chat?
Sure.
Barbershop?
Sure.
Hey, C, want to talk?
Sure, where do you want to go?
Studio?
Yep.
Indy, you want to talk in the tavern?
Sure. Howdy, howdy.
Hello. 2 for 2, 3 for 3. What do you want to do?
I'll do a 2 for 2.
Okay. I am either Oracle or Dreamer.
Oracle or Dreamer, huh?
What about you?
I'm either the artist or the clockmaker.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Yep, and right back at you.
Alright, Gamblers Guild?
Sure.
Jade, you want to talk?
Tavern?
Sure.
Indy, would you like to share any information?
Like what?
I don't know. Whatever you want. Unless you don't trust me, of course.
I don't know. Hard to trust anybody around here lately.
Yeah, that's true. What if I told you I needed your role for something?
Indy, I'll talk.
And I would have to try to figure out.
Welcome back, everyone except for the lost.
Poor Lost. Got
Oh,
lost on the way here.
There he is. I was wondering what happened there.
All right. I give you guys a couple of minutes to talk amongst yourselves before I open up nominations for the day.
Steve, can
Do
I
you
get
want-
a storyteller consult, please?
Sure.
I think he'll probably want juggles in chat.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. So
Yeah.
Everybody here familiar how to juggle? If you want to juggle,
I've
Not
seen
really.
it done.
generally there is an icon if you wish to use it. It doesn't seem to be active on this site, but basically put you're just going to type in the first thing, say I juggle, then you'll give a person's name and a role, then you can comma another person's name, another role, or the same role. You can pick whatever. You can make it as simple as, yeah, there's a good one. You could also juggle, say, I juggle Zelik, Sabanite, Ethan, Jason, and Indy as the Nodashi. Only up to 5 players. Really, however you want to do it.
Okay.
Do you like this spot, Steve?
I love this spot. I do wish that there was not a Discord limitation of any bots moving more than 10 people at a time, because there's obviously that little lag bit. But it's totally worth it. It moves the game along so much smoother. It's a lot easier.
Yeah, we just put this on the other channel we have. So, hoping to run it Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. It's super self-explanatory, but if you want any pointers at all or want to play test it or something, let me know. All right, I'm just reading through juggles, so continue talking amongst yourselves, and if it's too quiet, I will open noms.
Steve, how do you want juggles done? Do you want them in chat or?
Yeah, chat, please.
All right.
Yeah. The first question I'll ask the town is, does anybody believe their information or information they've heard to be completely wrong?
A couple of
Tough on day
flanks
one.
that are repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple town criers and a couple fucking flower girls and seamstresses and artists and savants. I mean, it's a town full of goodness here, no doubt about it. But
Are we
outside of
sure we're
that,
not in an
it's just
atheist
basic
group?
information. Does anybody have a serious suspicion then that they're going to want to nom? Because that's also a good thing.
While you're thinking of that, I will open up noms.
Skunk
All right,
nominates
there we
skunk.
go. So
Who's that?
Skunk nominates skunk.
Skunk nominates skunk and dies.
We have a witch.
Interesting.
Well, that sucks. Your town crier just died to a witch doing a witch town crier check. So fantastic.
Who was the witch?
we don't know.
we don't know.
Could have been skunk.
I
Don't know.
A witch that curses themselves. That's a smart play.
Well,
I've seen it.
I was in the toilet a minute ago, and I did think of a smart play, actually. Like, what if you just juggle? Listen, stop laughing. What if you, as a juggler, juggled yourself as the Vortox? If it came back with anything except a 0, you know.
Wait, so the only way that happened
So,
was a witch,
my
right?
first question is, you think you had a good idea while your pants were down and you were thinking of juggling?
I do a lot. All I'm saying is that a lot of things, juggling, Using the bathroom.
Oh, we got that.
Balls.
We got the juggling in the bathroom. We've got all of these things. Yes. Jason will nominate Reaper.
We should
So,
still
hold on.
run the skunk vote.
Hold on. Yeah, I was just gonna
Oh,
say.
yeah.
Technically, I want to honor the mechanics of the game because you can put Skunk on the block if you wish, even though he's a dead body.
Can I get
Skunk, do you have any words?
Yeah, I was about to say, can I get a defense and everything?
Of course.
Okay, I just want to let everybody know that that was a very lucky ping from Twitch. I am the town crier. You have no town crier information for the rest of the game. And to the person who was asking if I would like to die on day 1 to prevent a vortex, well, you got your wish, folks. Why don't you go ahead and just put me on the block just in case.
All right.
So we want to get 6 on this, right?
Yeah, get 6. Exactly 6. Don't go higher than 6.
All right. 6 required to put Skunk on the block.
Okay, that's 6.
I'll drop in.
Hey, somebody needs to put a hand up.
One more.
I got it.
We're already beginning to see who our
Skunk
evil team
is
is.
on the block. I believe I heard Jason wanted to nom.
Yeah, Jason nominates Reaper.
Jason nominates Reaper. Jason, why should Reaper take Skunk's place on the block?
Seamstress no between Skunk and Reaper.
Reaper, your defense.
I mean, it's entirely possible we are in a Vortex game. We don't have that much information at this current point in time. Not a big deal if I die. I'm not too important. But if you want to kill me, kill me. If not, so be it.
All right.
I'm not going to be voting on myself for obvious reasons.
7 votes required to take Skunk's place on the block. 6 to tie.
Interesting.
And so everybody knows, the witch kill doesn't count as an execution, so you still have to execute. Or
Yeah,
it doesn't count towards the vortex.
You can.
But the dead body counts, right?
Yes,
Correct.
you can execute a dead body that, for some reason, satisfies the vortex. I don't know how that logic works, but okay.
Yeah.
That's what it says in the manual. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Second call for nominations.
Now that I'm pretty much useless this game, I'm going to open FL Studio back up.
All right, final call for nominations. I am of the opinion that no one else is going to nominate. So Skunk is executed and dies again. Everyone goes to sleep. More or less almost everyone. There they go.
There's everybody. All right.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. Indy, sadly everyone's favorite hero. decided to,
Good night. Good night.
Before we break off into whispers, I'd like to ask a real quick question. Has anybody had any madness?
That's Amanda.
Yeah, that's a very weird question.
I mean, they're not going to be able to out that at this point, potentially. Somebody could be Sarah locked.
Sarah, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that could be a Sarah lock. All right.
Yeah.
Ethan, can we
don't
talk?
but we don't have any. evil twin, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Nobody's mentioned an evil twin yet.
Nope, so I'm assuming we don't have them.
Hey, Apache, do you want to talk?
Skunk,
either
can I
way.
talk to you in the lab?
Okay.
So unless somebody wants to admit to not being what they were yesterday, Sarah Witch. However, I doubt somebody would not admit to that because, you know. Indy, want to chat?
Sure. If Ghost can chat with you. Where do you want to go?
He's already in art studio.
Oh, all right, thanks.
Hello.
Hello.
So, I know you're dead, but you mind claiming a role to me?
I'll claim Clocktower.
Clockmaker. So what was the number you got then?
4.
4. Clockmaker with a 4. Very interesting.
Yep, you can go round robin with that one.
Well, no, it's very limiting. It spreads the demon way out from their minions.
True.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You can make a triangle
So
with
the
that
point-
number.
Yeah, which is fine. So if I go with Reaper, 1, 2, 3, 4, I got that 1, 2, 3, and you. So your number doesn't sound great.
Well, take it as it is.
I understand that. I'm the seamstress. If you didn't quite catch that yesterday. So you're a clockmaker with a 4, which makes it so. For example, if I count 4 from you, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 4 from them, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So clockmaker 4 means that the minions could be tightly packed together.
Very true.
So my demon candidates, if I'm not in certain worlds, are Ethan and Seawick for the most part. Maybe Sabanite. If that 4 is true.
Which means the demon would
And
be
skunk,
somewhere between what? Apache and Reaper?
No, the demon, if I trust skunk is good. The demon is specifically Z, Sabanite, or Ethan.
Makes sense.
If there's a Vortox, it doesn't mean anything. But we both can't be beside a Nodashi. Amanda would be the Nodashi, and my information would still be good, but then your information is very wrong, so it still works if Amanda's a Nodashi. Do you understand where I'm going with that?
I believe I do. Even if this is my
Okay.
second session.
I'm not trying to insinuate anything. No, I'm not trying to insinuate anything. I'm sure you're very, very bright. It's a new game to you, and I just want to make sure you're getting the most out of this as you can, because me solving the game for you will never help you, so I'm not going to do that.
But if the good guys win.
Well, we're going to try and kill the evils, that's for sure. So with your information, I'm looking higher in the grim. Let's head to town and see who else pops back.
All right.
Hey, Indy, you want to talk ghost to ghost?
Sure.
All right, I'll meet you in the haunted studio. Ooh.
All right.
Amanda, the holy the one roll you told.
So, yeah. What's up, Corpsicle?
Not much. How about yourself?
Yeah, well, you already know my role. I told everybody as soon as I died to that witch. What's your role?
Clockmaker.
Ooh. What number did you get?
4.
4?
Yes. 4.
4.
Yep, yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the demon is going to be on the complete opposite side of the board from its minions then. That's the only thing it can mean. Or it's
Vortex.
Wartox.
Yep, Vortox.
Alright. There you get more information.
Yeah.
Oh, let's head back. That's about to be vote time.
Yep, yep.
Just curious, do you have a fan on in the background?
You're talking to me?
Ethan,
Yes.
do you have a fan on in the background?
No, but I can turn off the fan above me that's not really making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Okay, it just sounds like something. But it's fine. It's fine. I was just curious more than anything.
Reaper, I didn't lie to you in the 2 for 2.
Okay. Thanks,
Steve.
thanks, Evernight.
Yep, Steve, can I get that consult?
Yep.
Jade, would you be happy to know that I trust you?
Yes.
All right. I'm not going to make any other say anything else about it.
Okay.
Ethan, you naive young soul, learn you should never trust anyone in this game.
Yeah,
Not even
the problem
yourself.
is I'm trusting the chef evil person, but I'm gonna say I trust her at the moment, anyway.
Trusting people in this is a dangerous game.
Yeah, but you have to start somewhere.
I see
Well, I
you've
mean, you
moved up a
have to,
notch, Ethan.
if you want good to win, you have to trust people. So
Yeah.
Do we have any outsider claims? I know no one's going to come out and say like what one they are, probably, but
I have heard of a outsider claim, not of
Interesting.
who they are, just that they are an outsider.
Why would somebody out that information? I mean, if you're an
I've
outsider,
heard-
you'd want to publicly claim it as opposed to just privately claim it.
I will say it wasn't a 2 for 2. It wasn't like a hard claim, it was just a soft claim.
Yeah, I heard of an outsider in a 3 for 3. Just that
I've
they
heard
were an
of
outsider.
two possible outsiders.
I've heard of outsider in 3 for 3.
Oh boy.
yeah, me as well.
All right, so we've heard of more than one person being an outsider, though, is an important question.
Yeah, we don't know that. We
Yeah.
just know that some people are saying.
I've heard of
At
two
least one
people
person.
claiming outsider.
All right.
Well, it makes sense there's at least one out there, right? One basically has to be out there.
There would have to be one.
Yeah.
So, is there an ongoing role that thinks their information is complete horse hockey?
I will say I think my
I
info
think
might
what-
be a bit iffy. I'm not sure though.
I think my info is good.
Okay, so you're saying that it's specifically probably not a Vortox then?
Unless a lot of people have lied to me, I don't think it's a Vortox.
yeah,
No one lied to me.
Jason will nominate Z Wilk then.
Jason nominates Z-Wilk. Jason, why should Z-Wilk join Skunk on the Block?
Oh, I'm not that interesting. I've heard a number that puts Z Wilk straight potentially in some crosshairs if my information was correct and if we believe Skunk to be good.
Z-Wilk, your defense.
I think that your information is probably incorrect then. I am helpful to, it would be helpful for me to stay alive. That's all I can say at this point.
That's what they all want us to believe.
All right, 5 votes required to put Z-Wilk on the block.
I mean, I've heard of a Clockmaker 4, so it's a
I've-
very large number. It reduces the ability by a lot of people.
I've heard of a potential Clockmaker 3, but that was in a soft claim.
One vote is not enough.
I
No,
also
what's
heard
this
Clockmaker
about?
3 in soft claim.
What's this
Interesting.
about Clockmaker 4, Clockmaker 3?
Well, if the Clockmaker's giving out two separate numbers, they're never helping town.
Well, it might have been two different
If there's
people.
two separate claims. Well, that's the other thing. If it's two separate people, then I've got an issue with the information.
Sabanite nominates Reaper.
Sabanite nominates Reaper. Sabanite, why should Reaper be put to death today?
This isn't super important, but Jason said that they got a no between Skunk and Reaper. So if we think that Skunk's good, that implies Reaper's bad. I don't super want to execute Reaper, but I don't want us to forget about Jason's information.
Yeah.
Reaper, your defense.
I think we have, unless an artist wants to come out and say that they've used their ability to make a hard Vortox check, like a proper Vortox check, I think we still need to live in the world where we're in a Vortox game, at least theoretically speaking. If you kill me, not a huge deal, but if you, like, this isn't going to win, this isn't going to lose the game. So, this is just putting a potentially useful character through the ringer.
All right, 5 votes required to put Reaper on the block. Five votes is enough. Reaper is on the block. Second call for nomination.
I will note this to you, Reaper. If you believe you're good and you want to trust in other information, if you think it's not a Vortox world and my information's wrong, you need to look at Ethan or Sabanite at that point.
Oh, I'm happy to die.
Yeah, I'm.
Well, if we're trying to avoid finding out if it's a Vortox game, why don't we just kill one of the corpses?
That doesn't help us.
It doesn't help us narrow down demon candidates.
True.
Reaper will nominate Sabanite.
Reaper nominates Sabanite. Reaper, why should Sabanite take your place on the block today?
Once again, this isn't a case where I strictly want Sabanite in particular dead. I think at the worst, Sabanite reads as a minion, but even then, like, I personally read Sabanite as good. This is more just I'm an ongoing info roll. Sabanite's claim. Sabanite's already got his info, so if we want to go through killing me, that's fine. Not a huge deal. I could possibly be useful down the line.
All right, Sabanite, your defense.
I am quite happy to die here. I am not an ongoing info roll and have my info. I think I'm probably a better kill than Reaper, but I just wanted to remind everybody that Reaper and Skunk are probably not on the same alignment, which could be that Skunk's evil and Skunk was just the witch who self-witched. There's also that world, so I will make sure this doesn't tie.
All right, 6 votes are required to take Reaper's place on the block, 5 to tie.
Unless you're an outsider, Ethan, you really shouldn't have your hand up. Why is this lift so easy? Interesting.
Seven votes is enough. Sabanite is on the block. Final call for nominations.
I don't know. I don't understand that. That's confusing me.
If someone would have told me ahead of time to put my hand down, I would have put my hand down.
All right, if there
suppose
are
maybe I'm
no
reading
more nominations, then Sabanite is executed and dies, and everybody goes to sleep.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. Mike has died in the night.
Well, usually I die on day 2, so dying on night 3 is not the worst thing.
Steve, can I get a storyteller consult?
Absolutely.
Mike, you want to talk real quick?
I do.
Let's go to the artist studio.
Jade,
All
can I
right.
talk to you?
I need to talk to Jade too.
Well, you can talk to her first.
Go to the guild.
Raven Keeper Tavern
Sure.
or Gambler Guild? Gambler Guild works.
Okay.
Reaper, want to talk?
After I talk to Steve.
Okay.
Steve, can I get a console?
Yep.
Get lost. Want to chat?
Who was asking?
Dave and I want to talk.
Sure.
Jason is.
Okay, where do you want to go, Jason?
Wherever you like. You pick a spot, I'll follow.
Alrighty.
Amanda and Jade have been talking a lot.
Yeah. Who knows at this point? I don't know anymore. This game confuses the realities of the world.
I know, right?
Yeah, Z. Can I talk to you for a second?
Yes, yes, you can. Where should we go?
Artist studio.
Okay.
Where is he?
Indeed, you want to talk?
Sure.
Okay. Barbershop?
All right, let's go.
Hey, what do you want to do? I can hard claim to any number. What do you feel comfortable doing?
Yeah, hard claim works for me.
All right. I am the juggler.
Juggler. I am the clockmaker.
Interesting. Are you our clockmaker 3 or 4?
Clockmaker 4.
Clockmaker 4. Okay. And before I leave, this is the only thing you're hard claiming? You haven't hard claimed to anybody else? Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. All right. I'm the juggler. I'm going to hold on to my information a little bit. I've been giving differing numbers just so evil doesn't know who to kill. If you want a fake number, I'll give you a 2.
Entirely up to you.
Yeah, I'll give you a 2. It's not a 2, but I'll give you a 2. All right, good talk.
Yeah.
Ripper, you want to chat for a minute?
I think we're about to have Nom.
Okay, never mind then.
I'll talk to you first thing tomorrow, though.
Sabanite, barbershop, real quick.
Sure.
Actually, yeah, why not? We'll chance it. We might pull back, but whatever.
Let's go to the lab.
Hey, Mike, can I talk to you really quick?
Sure, studio.
Sure.
Sabanite,
Yeah.
real fast in the barbershop. More dangerous alive than you are
Back, everybody.
You got two stragglers.
There we go. Now, oh wait, almost all. Come on. There we go. Welcome back, everyone. I will give you guys a minute or two to talk amongst yourselves before opening noms for today.
Can we give the clock tower, the bot on the clock tower, a hug after this? He's been working really hard
Yeah,
tonight.
it's been doing
Yeah.
work.
Amanda and Jade, why are you guys talking so much?
We're new and trying to figure things out.
And while I was talking to Jade, I actually bombarded the storyteller with a question. That's why we were so long.
The storyteller can vouch for that.
I'd like everyone to know that there is definitely a pit hag. I'm not going to say anything else.
Interesting.
That might not be 100% accurate.
That might not be true. That might not be true.
Okay, well, I'm more than happy to die, I guess, if we want to spicy things up.
I will say this. I don't think it's a Fangoo game. So take that to mean
Barber, Mike?
I am not.
You're the last
But
one
I'm
to
just
die at
saying.
night, right?
I did die at night, yes.
So unless we executed a barber yesterday and saved
Actually, you know what? My role stayed the same. So yeah, I am the barber. I might as well say that. So there was switches. And unless Indy was an outsider, then or rather if Indy was the starting Fangoo and picked an outsider, then it's very doubtful it's a Fangoo game.
I have a point of order for a barber if it was in play and if the swap happened. Is it a character swap and alignment swap, or just a character swap?
Just a character.
Just a character swap.
So is there another person stating that their character specifically changed last night?
Are there two who are saying that? If
Well,
Mike
Ethan's
didn't
saying
change.
he's changed. Ethan's
Oh,
saying he
Mike-
changed.
that's true. Okay, yeah, fair.
It appears that way. It appears that way, yes.
Yeah. I've heard of someone else.
There's somebody else that happened to, yes.
Nominations are open.
Potentially Pit Hag, potential witch.
Well, if both two people are claiming that they swapped, then I believe that there was a barber swap.
Didn't we confirm there was a witch on the first day?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we confirmed there was a witch. What we need to know is if it's a Sarah Novus or a Pit Hag. And considering that nobody has changed until now, either the Pit Hag has got really unlucky with the not in play characters that they've been trying to switch people into, or someone's been Sarah locked this entire time and still hasn't come out to say, hey, I've been Sarah locked this entire time, because they are Sarah locked.
And you're not the
I don't know,
good
does
twin
anybody
this
wanna-
time, so it's not going to cost us the game if you come out.
Does
Is
anybody
there
want to
any-
claim that they were mad before and they're no longer mad?
Yes, I was gonna ask the same question.
Asked that earlier and didn't get a response.
So
then.
it seems we don't have a Serenovus then.
But
Second call for nominations.
Jason nominates Reaper.
Jason nominates Reaper. Jason, why should Reaper die today?
Well, I've been pushing on him from day one, but the reality is, you can all take it or leave it. My evil team is either Lost Reaper Z-Wilk or Apache Reaper Z-Wilk. But, you know, that's just me.
Reaper, your defense.
I think at some point we got to acknowledge the fact that you're grasping at a single piece of info relating to me personally. Once again, this isn't a huge deal. If I die, it's not going to cost us the game.
All right, 4 votes required to put Reaper on the block.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
4 votes is enough. Reaper is on the block.
Amanda, are you saying that you also got a character swap?
Yes.
Okay, can I talk to you tomorrow?
Yeah.
wait,
Okay,
Wait,
so
I'll let
you-
people
wait,
know
wait, wait, wait,
if your
hold on.
character's swapped.
stop 1 moment, please. Sorry, Jason. I don't mean to interrupt, but Amanda,
Yes.
can I ask you? You are saying your character changed last night too?
Correct.
How many people are saying their character changed then?
That's 3 now.
Yeah,
We
that's
have a
the
pit
third
hag.
I've heard.
We have a pit hag.
Oh,
Which pit hag?
That's very unfortunate.
It's which pit hag or one of y'all's lying.
Reaper
Uh,
nominates Amanda.
Reaper nominates Amanda. Reaper, why should Amanda take your place on the block?
Okay, so we're in a world where it's which pit hag or which pit hag, which means that it's entirely possible that the pit hag might have swapped the minion at some point, or possibly the demon. But I don't see why Scuba Steve wouldn't signal that. At the current moment in time, we have 3 people claiming that their roles have been swapped by the pit hag. We have Ethan, Amanda, and someone else. I don't know who, but to me that seems way too like way too many. The pit hag only acts once per night. So if you're claiming that you were pit hag last night, odds are whoever is not strictly telling the truth.
We have a barber as well.
Barbara.
That was going to be my defense.
A barber who died.
Fair.
Right before, or I'll wait until I can give my defense.
Actually, you go ahead. You started, so go for it.
I was going to say, I never claimed that it was the pit hag that swapped me. And right before we came to the meeting here, I went to Mike to see if he was the barber so I could rule that more than the pit hag vote. If I'm making any kind of sense. So.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
The demon would also know that I was the barber, though.
Yeah.
What we also know is the demon was not a Fangu, or the Fangu's already jumped.
Correct.
And,
All right.
yeah.
5 votes required to take Reaper's spot on the block, 4 to tie.
Who was the Reaper? Or the barber?
Mike's.
I was the barber.
Okay.
I am the barber still. I'm dead, though.
Dead barber.
So no haircuts.
I didn't want
1
one
vote
anyway.
is not enough. Final call for nominations.
I'll come out with Manfun tomorrow.
All right, I don't believe anybody's going to nominate, so Reaper is executed and dies, and everybody goes to sleep. Whoops. Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. Jason has died in the night.
Skunk, can I talk to you, please, in the guild?
Sure.
Apache, can we talk?
Sure,
Can
either
we
way.
talk?
Who was that?
It was Ethan.
Oh,
Jade, can we talk?
Sure. Artist studio?
Yeah.
Were you able to ask your question, Amanda?
Sure. Where are we going?
Wherever you like.
Okay, let's go to the tavern.
So, weird weather we've been having around here. It's raining dead bodies.
That's actually fairly normal for Ravenswood Bluff.
I wonder how they keep the population up.
It's the exceedingly cheap real estate. I'm paying 2 shillings a month for my cabin.
Ooh, nice.
Reaper, can I talk to you in the guild?
Sure.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Skunk, has your role changed?
No.
Interesting. You're still the town crier then.
Yeah.
Can the dead have a shift in?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. Yeah.
Fully believe we've got an evil dead between Skunk and Reaper.
Fuck. Oh,
I need
no.
to talk to someone.
Oh, God. I just realized something and now my head hurts.
Would you like to share with the class, Skunk?
God, I can't share with the whole entire class. I don't, because I don't. This is game breaking information. This could, if the what I just figured out gets out, that could swing either way, good or bad.
Amanda, let's talk.
You want to
Yeah,
talk about it in private, Skunk?
let's go to the studio or the shop, the barber shop, Ethan.
Lost. Can we chat?
I need to talk to Jason alone.
Hello? The Lost. Can we
Yeah,
chat?
we can, but Skunk also wants to talk to you apparently. So, who do you want first?
Well, he's gone. Let's go to the Alchemist Lab.
All right.
You weren't the Fangu, were you?
Nope.
Okay. Because if you were, you should have got me first day. Because I'm fine with being evil.
Nope. I was a clockmaker.
Okay, and you had a 4, right?
Yes.
That's a big number.
Well, imagine if it was like a 5 or 6.
6 wouldn't make any sense.
If it was the size of the group we had an hour ago.
Who's that?
Yeah, no,
It's
it would have made
Sabanite.
sense in that game, but yeah.
Who's talking? Who's saying me?
Sabanite.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Where'd he go?
Lost? You want to talk in the lab?
Sure, let's go.
"15 seconds remaining."
So, with that 4, we've killed at least one evil player. Probably. unless we've got like Lost Apache or Apache Amanda.
Something like that.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody. I'll give you another couple minutes to talk amongst yourselves before opening nominations.
Apache it could be exactly that number.
So I'm dead, so I'm just gonna come out and give my info. I was the savant. Once my day one info was a once per game ability was used last night, or there is no juggler in play. If we're going off worldview where me and Skunk are opposite teams, that means that yes, one in-game ability might have been used. Another ability might have been used as well. And given some information, I have reason to believe that there is a juggler in play. Day two, at least one player ability malfunctioned yesterday, or the town crier would have gotten no yesterday.
I've heard both of a ability that activated once, or once per game that activated night one, and a reason that the town crier would have gotten a no.
All right, and my last day of info, the day I was executed, the witch was swapped for another minion by the pit hag, or the the sage is being poisoned. So if we believe that the pit hag swapped the witch out for another minion, that means that if there is a sage in play, that the sage isn't being poisoned.
Could you post your info in the chat?
Yep.
And the only way that someone can be poisoned in this script is through a Nodashi.
Or a Vigor Mortis.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Just had that clarified. What's up?
Well, once per game ability was used last night, or there is no juggler in play. Okay. At least one player malfunctioned yesterday, or the town crier would have got a no yesterday. The witch was swapped for another minion by the pit hag, or the sage is being poisoned. So specifically, then in that world, Reaper, there is no Vortox.
In theory, yeah.
So all of your fighting would mean that you believe firmly then that Skunk was evil.
I don't strictly fall into any worldview at this current moment in time. I'll be upfront. Like, I think that it's entirely possible Skunk could have been evil. I entirely believe that it's possible that, misinformation, you could be sat beside an Odashi, or the seamstress could have been sat beside an Odashi.
I have reason to believe that the witch was changed. Just based off of having conversations with other people.
I believe Z Wilk is your best execution today, but whatever.
Okay, I have info. I am the dreamer. I think I've told a few people that was in my claims. Night one, checked Jason, got seamstress witch. Night two, checked Mike, barber, Sarah Novus. Night three, checked the lost, got snake charmer, Sarah Novus. And then night four, Z Wilk, I got philosopher and witch.
I heard someone else claim dreamer. Do they want to fess up, or do I point the finger?
So to be clear, you've not seen a demon then.
I didn't see a demon token.
Jade, I know what you're talking about, but I'll talk to you tomorrow about it.
So you've dreamt two characters correctly, but just not Z Wilk then.
It's entirely possible, Jason, that he did see Z-Wilk correctly.
Second call for nominations.
Only if the lost is the demon then. And you didn't see the lost correctly. Or are you going to put it on Amanda? I've got a Clockmaker 4. If you've dreamt me collect correctly, and the Clockmaker's holding to his information, the Clockmaker 4 is correctly.
I think
he would have got that first night.
Sorry, Jason. I think Amanda's our Nodashi and Indy's a minion at this point.
But Indy wouldn't be a minion. Indy would just be Nodashi poison.
Yeah, no, Indy's a minion, and you're getting poisoned. And
Well,
Skunk and Reaper are both good.
Be Ethan.
If Amanda is bad, then I also want to float Jade as being bad because they discussed a lot multiple times.
We are new and trying to learn this, and at one point they did inquire to the storyteller.
It's a grift. Excellent.
Yeah.
Can be.
Jason,
That's fine. I'm
are
okay
you
with killing Amanda.
Jason, are you still claiming to me what you claimed to me earlier?
No, I'm not that. I had to claim that yesterday because I was Saromat.
Okay, that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Alright. That clears things up.
And Amanda just double claimed Skunk as a dead player to me today, so I find that interesting.
Well, I can tell you I'm not mad about my role, so I don't know if that helps you.
Final
What
What I'm
call.
saying is
I'm
I
already
think
dead.
Skunk is a liar.
Jason, what does double
Wait.
claim skunk mean?
Skunk's claimed a role, and Amanda claimed the same role.
Oh, I see.
Hang
Okay,
on,
thank
hang on just a second. What was that call for nominations? Was that
That was-
second?
It was
final?
it was second call.
Final. That was final call for
Okay.
nominations.
So somebody step up.
Ethan nominates himself.
Ethan nominates Ethan. Ethan, why should you die?
If people just to keep the time going, also if no one else has any other people and y'all suspect me, then this is fine. Yeah. Personally, I think we should go after Z-Wilk because they're the only person that I don't have any info on, and I pretty much, based off of other people's information, I can trust a lot of other people.
And your own defense?
Don't kill me. I'm the demon.
All right. 3 votes required to put Ethan on the block.
He's a better demon candidate than Amanda, if I trust what Apache's saying.
I don't strictly agree. I also don't think we
But
need
I don't think he's the demon. I don't think he's the demon, to be clear.
Yeah. I don't think we're in a Vortox world either. I don't think we need to
Well, no,
execute.
but if Apache's getting correct information,
All right, 3
they
votes.
haven't checked
Enough.
Jade, and there's your demon candidate.
Ethan is on the block.
But the problem is Indy's giving me a number, and it doesn't make sense.
Jade is going to nominate Z-Wilk.
Yeah.
Jade nominates Z-Wilk. Jade, why should Z-Wilk take Ethan's place on the block?
This is kind of a social feel out, and I've heard her name come up before as a possibility.
Z-Wilk, your defense.
If this goes through, go after Jade and Amanda. I'm not evil. My role's changed multiple times. That's it.
All right, 4 votes are required for Z-Wilk to take Ethan's place on the block, 3 to tie.
Jason, you keep assuming that Apache's getting correct info, but if Amanda's the Nodashi and Indy is a minion, then both you and Apache are poisoned.
I
So
don't
it
believe
does-
Indy's a minion, and I don't believe Apache
Okay.
is.
No.
Amanda could still, in fact, be a Nodashi, and Indy or Apache could get correct information.
Look, I know it doesn't
Agreed.
matter at this point because obviously you can't be nominated again. But I do want to point out if Indy's information is true, then it points to a possible link between if Reaper is evil, Z-Wilk being a possible demon candidate.
I mean, if Reaper
I
and
will be
Skunk are going to
closing
stick to their
nominations
plan,
in 10 seconds.
Z-Wilk, can we talk tomorrow? Didn't you
Yep,
say
I
that
was
your role
just gonna.
changed?
I was just gonna ask you if you wanted to do that.
Okay. I'm hoping that the game doesn't end here, but if it doesn't, we can talk tomorrow.
Okay.
I'd rather kill Apache over Ethan. I'll be honest with you.
Have you already nominated Jason?
I'm dead.
Jason's dead.
Sorry, yeah.
All right. If there are no more nominations, Ethan is executed and dies. Ethan, publicly choose one alive player, please.
Oh.
Ooh.
Take Z-Wilk. If she's good, everything continues.
I picked Zemo.
Ethan selects Z-Wilk. And congratulations. You all go to sleep.
Oh,
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. Amanda has died in the night.
okay, Jason, we need to
Ethan?
talk immediately.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Can I get a storyteller consult?
Lost.
Yep.
You want to talk? Lost?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I spaced off for a second.
They wanted to talk with you.
So does any ideas right now?
Um,
I'm honestly nervous. I'm gonna flat out say this. I don't know that I should. I am Oracle, and from the second night on, I've only gotten one ping. Now, I have been told by someone I could be the sweetheart, but that person is also one of my suspects for why I got that ping.
Do you have the Oracle token in front of you?
I do.
Then you can't be the sweetheart. You can be sweetheart drunk, but not the sweetheart.
Yeah, they were suggesting sweetheart drunk.
If sweetheart, then that would strongly imply a Fangu, which doesn't make a lot of sense because Ethan was the klutz, or at least thought he was the klutz.
Well, the other thing we've got to keep in mind too is that I think it's all but confirmed we have a pit hag in play. Pit hag.
Good point. You're right.
Once the thing is, once you add a pit hag into a script,
all numbers are off.
Any worldviews, toss them out the window.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's helpful, but I was the sweetheart until my role was changed.
What was your role changed to? Barber?
No, I'm dead now, so it doesn't matter.
No,
I was changed to the
I
town
stayed.
crier.
I stayed barber, so they switched two others.
The night that Mike was killed and Sebonite was
So the demon decided not to create a barber chain then.
They did not barber chain. Yeah. No, I definitely I am still the barber. There was no barber chain, which is odd to me.
You know what? Sorry.
Barber chaining would have been. It would have created a confirmation chain, but what it also would have done is it would have created a lot more discourse.
Yeah, good point. And we were nowhere near solving anything at that point.
Yeah. Like my current perspective at this very moment in time, I don't know. Like, there's information pointing at me being evil. I don't entirely buy into that world.
I have a question. I can ask later. It's fine.
Steve, I have a rules question.
Yep. Sorry, we didn't get to talk, Ethan.
Can we go down to the storyteller console?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Hey, while they're gone, this is our opportunity to talk shit about them.
Okay.
Got Scuba
I have a
Steve
question.
smells so bad. Why does Scuba Steve smell like a toilet?
Amanda, what was the question?
Is there a role in this script that causes somebody else to stay mad even through death?
Ceranovis, and that's but they'd have to madlock you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody talked at once. Say it again.
Ceranovis could, in theory, if they decided to madlock a dead player.
Okay.
But we've only had one day of someone saying they've had madness.
Well, I'm saying that because somebody who is dead is still claiming the role that I am. So I'm just trying to figure out if they're lying or if they're just persistently mad.
I mean,
Are you talking about me?
Yes.
Okay.
One demon candidate in mind today, but we're on final 4. Although we don't have evidence specifically of a Vortox, I think we're at the point today where discussing anything is ill-advised. We should simply execute a dead body and go to sleep.
I agree.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody nominate Skunk.
I'll nominate Skunk.
Thank you.
I will
Jade.
open nominations.
Jade nominates Skunk.
Jade nominates Skunk and dies. Why should
Oh!
That's bad. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
say?
what does that mean?
Oh, that means we still have a witch.
Heck by the witch.
Oh no.
Shit.
Okay.
Well, now we have to kill somebody.
Yeah.
I think we should kill. I think we should kill the lost. I think.
Wait a minute.
Hang
Hold up.
on just a second. Jade, do you want to share your information with everybody?
Let us
Yes.
finish the nomination and accusation. We're not going to vote on this
sorry.
now. But then we'll finish this, and then we'll go to whatever she's got.
Yeah, I forgot it is an actual nomination.
Even though the clock hasn't come up, Steve.
Why aren't we streaming this game? That would be hilarious.
Well,
This
Indy's
is a
recording it, so it could be online for posterity at some point.
True that.
Please,
Hmm.
Jade, please give
Nominate
your
Indy.
accusation.
I nominate Skunk so that we have a dead body to throw at the clock tower again.
Can I give my defense, please?
Yes.
For the love of God, do not vote for this. For the love of God, we will lose this game if you vote for this right now.
All right. 2 votes are required to put Skunk's dead body on the chopping block.
I have to vote for this, right?
No.
No.
Oh.
I think at this point in time, I wouldn't mind doing a round robin with the living players.
Yeah, I think this kind of the round robin moment right now. We only have 3 alive.
Yeah. This is
Should
it.
I start?
Do you want to round robin the entire grim or just the alive players?
Say let's go the
entire group
entire.
will start with the alive. The entire group start with the alive.
All right, so I'll start at the top with Zero.
Okay. You guys. I was the philosopher. I then chose, once the town crier died, to my knowledge, to become the town crier. I got one night of town crier information, at which point I was informed by Steve that I had become the sweetheart. I was the sweetheart for one day and one night, at which point Steve informed me that I was now a good witch. And I cursed Jade because I suspected she was a minion and being pretty liberal with her nominations. So I figured I could kill her. But I'm sorry if you're good, Jade. That's it.
Wow.
Those are all my roles.
That's all.
Yeah, is that it?
I was the juggler. I got a 4.
Hold on, we're going through live people.
Oh, we're gonna do live first. Okay, so Apache.
So my dreamer info is in the chat, still on the screen if you go there. But I will say that my role changed last night. And I'm not gonna say what it changed to.
It's round robin. I would recommend Jade, but it changed too.
Nope, because reasons.
Oh. This is the final day. That makes sense.
Final day.
That makes sense.
The lost.
No, it doesn't.
It makes
No, it
a lot of
doesn't.
sense
Anyway.
if you look at
Makes
the
a lot
whole
of sense.
thing. Yeah, look at everything. It makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense. The lost, go.
Okay, I was the snake charmer, and I read Reaper, Apache, Jade, Amanda, and then myself because I didn't want to become evil by hitting one of the baddies.
All right, I will start again up at the top with Sabanite.
I'm the juggler with a 4. My juggle's kind of gone. I'll copy it back in chat.
While he's doing that, Ethan.
Was the sage, and then turned one night into the klutz, and then got executed and pretty much confirmed Z-Wilk, because according to her sweetheart claim, but that's it.
Jason.
Seamstress, checked Skunk and Reaper, got a no.
Indy.
Clockmaker, 4.
Amanda.
Was the sweetheart until night 2 and was switched to the town crier, where I got to be town crier for 2 nights before I died, and I got a no each night.
Reaper.
Savant, my info is already in chat.
Jade.
Oracle. First night I got a 0. Second night when Sebanite and Mike were killed, I got a 1, and it's been a 1 ever since.
Mike.
Barber. I have always been the barber, and I still am the barber. So no barber chain.
Skunk.
I am the town crier. Been the town crier this whole time. And it never changed. Steve never told me that my role had changed. So I think Amanda has been Sarah locked.
And that is your round robin.
Or Amanda's lying.
No, I confirmed with Steve that he would show a philosopher who took an ability. If it was barber swapped, he would show the new person what the ability was. So, assuming a barber swap happened between a philosopher who got town crier and Amanda would be shown the town crier.
So we can safely assume, since I've been confirmed as good, can we safely assume that the demon is either Apache or the Lost?
How can we
So-
assume you're good?
Well, let's
The
hold on
Klutz-
there for a second. Let's hold on, because Reaper's day 1 Savant information doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
Um,
You used
With-
your ability,
with
and I'm
no-
in play.
Right, so they both can't be correct. One must be wrong.
There is no juggler in play is incorrect. There is a juggler in play.
One once per game ability was used last night. It was 2. So you're saying specifically 2 once per game abilities were used on the first night.
No,
So you
Z
changed
said
first
she
night, Z.
Z said she changed second night when she knew that a town crier died.
Correct.
So both statements are inherently wrong then, which makes a problem.
No, it says 1 once per game ability was used on the first night. Well, last night, as in night 0, and there is no or there is no juggler in play.
So besides the seamstress, what other once per game abilities are there? There's
Philosopher.
Artist.
They can only
Artist, yeah.
Yeah, they can only the 2 that can be used at night are seamstress and philosopher. If Z didn't use her philosopher stuff until the next night, then day 1, the once per game ability that was used last night was seamstress. That would be you, Jason. However, Reaper came out with all of this information after Reaper was dead, when he could gather up enough info to fake it.
Okay,
I
but
also
my
wanna
but
point
my
out
my counter to that, though, sorry to cut you off, Z, is that I did actually speak to Scuba Steve on day 1, day 2, and day 3. That can be verified, given the fact
If
that
I
I did
trust
ask for storytellers consults.
If I
As
trust
long
a
as we're
clockmaker,
talking about as
Go
long
ahead.
as we're talking about the Savant information, on day 3, the witch was swapped for another minion by the pit hag is also a possibly true statement, because that's when I became a witch.
So let's
it
assume there's
also
a world where both Skunk and Reaper are good. Let's assume that world for a second. How do you build an evil team with the Clockmaker 4?
You
I
don't.
think it's a
Reaper Z-Wilk?
Oh, okay. I have a worldview where Apache is the Nodashi, Amanda is now the Sage and being Zerlocked, and the information of being the Sage being poisoned is true.
But
So
that
you
doesn't work
can't-
with the starting information. If Amanda wasn't
Oh, well,
starting as an
yeah,
outsider,
that does.
the
Can I
Clockmaker
ask
4
a-
doesn't fit.
Can I ask a question of everybody here? Does anyone remember the player who died the first night?
First night was Indy.
Yeah.
Indy.
Indy. Who died the second night?
Mike.
I did.
Then me. The day
No, but
after I was Saromad.
I don't see how my information's wrong because if Amanda, I talked to her after I was switched, and she said that she started out as an outsider, and then she's now claiming town crier, but it could just be the Cernovis.
I'm going to move for
Oh, yeah.
second call for nominations, very quickly followed by final.
We know that if there were four people whose roles were swapped, does that mean that we know that there's a barber and a pit hag? We know there's a barber, but does that mean that we know there's a pit hag? Because we know there's definitely a witch, right?
If there was 3 people in one night, for sure, and if there was one person any other night besides the night I died, then that means witch for sure.
Okay,
Okay.
so, and
yeah,
I
or
am a
someone's
good.
lying. But
Wait
I
a
also
minute.
am currently a good witch, so there's
Hold on.
definitely.
Well,
Let's fill the
claiming to
world.
be a good witch
Stop
would
for
be a
second.
good way to get away with killing people.
Yeah, but stop for a second. I want to propose something to Jason specifically. You're talking about Indy's clockmaker number, and how can that possibly be wrong if it's the only way it could be wrong is if it's a Nodashi game. If it's a Nodashi game, then it would have to either be Amanda or you, or there would have to or Indy would have to be a minion, or there was all sorts of weird reasons why you were saying all of that, right? But present this as a possible world to you, right? What if it's a Vortox game?
Well, if it's a Vortox game, there's many other pieces of information, and Sabonite doesn't get a 4.
I think there's too much information that points to it not being a Vortox.
Okay.
But I've got another proposal here, and you're going to have to think about this one long and hard. Because Apache wouldn't claim today, and he's only got one reason he wouldn't claim, and that's because he was changed into an outsider in the night, and then Fangu jumped. And that's a possible world, because the Lost in both of my worlds is evil. In both of my worlds, if Z-Wilk is good. And if we trust Ethan as the clutch as Z-Wilk being good, then the Lost is evil in both worlds.
Who died last?
Whether it's Skunk or Reaper. In the Reaper world, it has to be Reaper, Lost, and Amanda specifically as the starting evil team.
Who died last night?
Amanda.
Amanda, I did.
But that would be a Fangu jump. But we don't
Clock,
have
how does Clock
any.
4 fit?
Well, no, but here's the problem. We don't have any notification of a demon change.
I don't think
Well,
the demon.
So it goes back to Lost
Space Fango.
with Apache getting correct information and never having a Nodashi. And that doesn't
Final
make a lot
call
of sense
for
with the
nomination.
Clockmaker 4. So I can't help you here. Somewhere, some information's been lied or misgathered.
This is the most.
Started Vortox?
This is the.
We
most
need to nominate somebody pretty quick.
Look, I think you should nominate.
Z, you're the only good left.
The Nodashi.
Yeah.
Z is the only good left. You need to decide between Apache or the Lost who you think the demon is right now.
I'm leaning more towards the Lost.
Fire away.
Z-Wilk nominates the Lost.
Z-Wilk nominates the Lost. Z, would you like to add anything to that accusation other than what's just been discussed?
Apart from what's already been said, I also have observed that the Lost has done a storyteller consult or two. Not that that means anything, but just an observation. Nothing else that hasn't already been said.
The Lost, your defense.
Well, the entire game I've been the snake charmer. Z, who is currently claiming to be the witch, is one of the few people I haven't tried to snake charm. So, I mean, I think she's just trying to throw shade on me and help her team win.
How do I get my button is not pulling up? Does
You're
anyone
not
else?
in your seat.
You're not
Oh,
in
you're
your
not in
seat.
your seat.
Oh, thank you.
The loss. Did you pick Apache one night?
Yes, I picked Apache the second night.
Okay. I think it's
Uh,
Apache has no dashy.
Pertinent info. Z is mechanically proven good lost.
If we believe Ethan is.
If we believe Ethan is the klutz, which I think it's more likely than not that Ethan is the klutz, Z is mechanically proven good. If we believe that world, which I personally do. I don't ascribe to the world where the lost is the demon. I think it is Apache, and I think that the lost did pick himself last night, but that's besides the point.
2 votes are required to put the lost on the block.
I'd vote for this Z. I don't think we're going to get a second stab at this because Apache has no dash. He doesn't fit.
I honestly, at this
Why is it
point,
desert?
believe that the snake charmer is a bluff. I think
And he could be the pit hag.
6 votes is enough. The lost is on the block.
The lost will nominate Apache.
The lost nominates Apache. Lost, why should Apache take your place on the block?
I mean, if Z is, like you guys are saying, confirmed good, I know I've been the snake charmer the entire game. I don't know how it would have gotten past me unless somehow I was drunk, so I think it has to be Apache.
Apache, your defense.
I don't see it fit with the information here. Where are my minions? Right, clock 4. Good luck. I just don't. I don't see where you get them from me.
All right. I believe it is 7 votes required to put Apache on the block.
I think Clockmaker and Dreamer were bluffs, and it's Jade, Apache, and Indy. That's me. I think Apache is a no dashy.
4 votes is not enough.
Oh well.
I believe that's game.
Mechanically, that's it.
Can't be. Yep.
The game is over. The loss is executed, and congratulations to the witch and the good team.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. Thank God.
Oh,
Man, this was
Finally,
a
Tom.
brain burner.
love it.
Son of a bitch, son of a bitch, son of a bitch.
I think I messed up in the last day, but
Lost.
Man, I want to know this fucking roll call.
I really need to know Clockmaker
I have
4.
to say,
Holy
can I just say
shit.
before anything starts, thank you, Reaper and Skunk, so much for being there for me when all my roles were changing.
I need to know how Clockmaker 4 fits.
Z, you're not going to thank me in a few seconds.
All right, it's easy. No, the simple explanation, which doesn't make sense as I look at the Grim right now, but originally your evil team is made up of Reaper, the Lost, and Apache, who were your starting Witch, Nodashi, Pit Hag. Amanda was a starting Sweetheart, which made Indy poison from the Nodashi, who got an incorrect score for his clockmaker. That's the clockmaker situation. Now, holy shit. Reaper, Witch, Skunk, right away on night 0. Apparently a good pull. Skunk nominated himself and died immediately. Then you guys decided to kick the body and execute him again. Night 1, the Pit Hag turned the witch into a Theranovus, and the demon killed Indy, the clockmaker. On day 2, the town executed Sabonite, your juggler, who got a correct 4 out of 5 juggles. The only one that was not correct was the Fangu. On night 2, the Cerenovus, your new Cerenovus, made Jason, your seamstress, mad about being the clockmaker. The pit hag turned Ethan, your starting sage, into the klutz. The demon killed Mike the barber, and then elected to swap Z and Amanda, thus switching your starting sweetheart and new town crier, because Z, as the starting philosopher, opted to select the town crier role when Skunk died.
Ooh, that's not how that works.
I'll point that out later.
The town executed the Cerenovus on day 3. Night 3, the pit hag turned.
Wait. I'm trying to figure out where my 1 came in that night.
Because you were the townsfolk neighbor of the Nodashi and you were poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm about to get to. So the pit hag turned the sweetheart into the good witch. The demon killed Jason, your still seamstress. The town crier learned a no, which was incorrect because they were Nodashi poisoned. The oracle learned a 1 again because they were still Nodashi poisoned. Day 4, the town executed the klutz. The klutz picked Z. The game did not end, thus confirming Z as being good. Night 4, your pit hag made an attempt on a roll that was already in game, so nothing happened. The demon killed Amanda, the new town crier. Your good witch, cursed your starting oracle, Jade, who nominated and immediately died. And then Z-Wilk nommed the Nodashi the Lost. And that was your game of Sex and
Thanks
Violence.
for killing me while trying to learn the game.
Can we break something down here? So the Lost was the starting Nodashi and always the Nodashi.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Correct.
And Apache's the pit hag.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
And Reaper's the Cerenovus. Fine. Indy gets an incorrect clockmaker number. Perfect. The night they switch Z with Amanda, Amanda learns she's the philosopher, not the town crier.
Would that reset the philosopher role?
Absolutely. It resets all roles. They're new instances of the role.
Because
But wouldn't she have been drunk at that point?
The barber does the same exact thing. If the barber swaps 2 characters, they're 2 exact new replicas of the same role. For example, if the barber would have switched Sabanite with Jade, Jade would have been able to juggle the day she became the juggler and get a number at night. It's a new instance of juggler. It's a new instance of everything. So anytime a character is changed, it's a new instance of the character. You treat it as though it was night 0.
And that concludes tonight's game. If you like the video and like to see more, click the buttons that do the things. And if you have any comments, leave them below. And until next time, keep adventuring.